Another delay of game penalty. This is just sloppy. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Quick give. It's Johnson. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. They'll run the jet sweep, trying to spread this defense out. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. They'll need a bunch on second down. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And this is going to be the matchup. Getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. The quarterback would love to have that throw back, but at least he'll brag that he overthrew that dude.
my arm strength is elite. You see that? I can overthrow guys that can run like that. Yeah, that's probably not what's coming to mind, but, man, you just want to put it out there. Maybe put a little bit more air underneath it. Not a lot more when you got a guy that fast, but, man, that's probably one he wants back.
The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, a turnover in their own foul territory. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the air. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! A great catch and run for 6. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. From deep, it's Cousins. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Look out! And he never had a chance.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time at Georgia.
Man, fly off the edge, beat the man as quick as you can. There's so many things that have to go right for you to get a sack. The ball has to be coming out a little bit later. But you know what? When you win that fast and that clean off the line of scrimmage, that is how it's done at the highest level for that defensive end.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Cradles it at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Rainbow Warriors offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Out wide right, it's Brown.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
The Rainbow Warriors can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Caught in the backfield, it's Barfield. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Rainbow Warriors will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first. Out wide left, it's Harris. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Lining up to convert 3rd down. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together, 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. From the gun. Still looking. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Hawaii! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He'll try to tack on 1 more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Harris. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. From the gun. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Hawaii! The offense cashing it in on that drive. On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Northern Illinois offense to go on the attack. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a three-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Hawaii will get things going as their offense makes its way onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And he avoids the sack.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Barfield. There he goes. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they knew how to close the deal, rolling double nickels and the 55-yard touchdown run. Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
I wonder how much of that incompletion is due to the pass rush. That quarterback did not have a lot of time to throw that football. This offensive line is going to have to do a better job giving him time.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense.
Here we go, ready.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab over the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Rainbow Warriors can really attack on this second and short.
Ready. Blue 22, blue 22.
Keeps it moving, it's Barfield. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They'll try to get it through the air. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say...
Up and hold on just a minute. They have decided to take the points here. Thought they might go for it on fourth and short. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. Oh, he missed it. No good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Catch in the middle. It's Bryant. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
They'll move the tight end.
Let it go.
Knocked down immediately.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now and getting him stopped.
Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Brown. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Barfield. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Long way to go on second down. Wants to pass. Left side is Barfield. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Driving forward, it's Barfield. Got a little grass. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Hawaii! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Lining up for the PAT. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cousins. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Drops back on first down. Got the quick pass. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Red 18, red 18.
They'll ride him again. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be third down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Ready. Blue 30, blue 30. Go, go.
And with time running out here in the first half, the offense will take a knee, content to be on top as we head to the break. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Second down, going to throw it. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready. Oh, hey, move. Go, go.
On the ground, it's Barfield. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas, get it together.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The Rainbow Warriors decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
From the gun, it's Johnson. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
Gonna let it fly, and he throws another interception, bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The Rainbow Warriors offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the counter. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Handoff again. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone, it'll be first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
2nd and long here. On the run, it's Barfield. Good, strong tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. Well, I think these guys have gone completely mental. They have lost their minds. The punt team is on the field, and they're in the red zone. The kick is on its way. A little too much adrenaline on that one as it goes through the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. He tries to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Hawaii will get things going as their offense makes its way onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Let's see if they can beat the play clock this time after the delay. It's 2nd and 11. Looking outside, it's Barfield. They'll make the stop, but he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The give. Enough to move the chains. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Barfield. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Trying to get the corner. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Sees an alley. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Hey, finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
They'll ride the hot hand. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
The run inside. It's Johnson. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. 3rd and 4. The handoff to Johnson. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. On the return, he couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. They'll need a bunch on second down. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee.
I love the awareness by the defense there. Third and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass, but up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run, and they did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice, and as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. Gonna need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt because you're going to watch with your coaches, and you're going to see the mess-ups and all the things you could have done better, but you got to learn from it. You got to get better. You got to grow, and that's how that works.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.